Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rose-Hulman as we begin the HCAC season tonight here on RHIT.TV. The Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers coming to this one here this evening, 2-2 overall. They'll take on the Spartans of Manchester, looking for their first win of the season. They enter tonight's contest at 0-6. Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local hometown John Deere dealer since 1955 with 5 central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermaker Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Burtner Electric, spark with confidence. They're your trusted electrician partners since 1986. Wheeler Mission, helping our neighbors in need since 1893, thanks to generous, caring individuals like you. Morales Group Staffing, building better futures one story at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. LifeWise Academy. LifeWise Academy brings Bible education to public school students during school hours. Learn more at lifewise.org. LIUNA, the Build America Union, 500,000 strong and fighting for better wages, safer job sites, and greater opportunities. And the IndianaSRN sports page. From the court to the field, IndianaSRN brings it home. Daily information from coast to coast and border to border. Great to have you with us here tonight. As we mentioned moments ago, the beginning of the HCAC men's basketball scheduled tonight, and we all kick it off here at Rose-Hulman. Troy Darengowski along with Coach Keith Myers. And here we go. The marathon begins tonight, and everybody's shooting for those top 8 spots in the conference.
Yeah, everybody start 0-0. Some good games tonight. Mount St. Joseph is playing Bluffton, Hanover and Berea, and Franklin Anderson. Got to keep an eye on those two teams because those are pretty the front runners along with this Rose-Hulman team. You look at these matchups, the contrast is completely different. Rose-Hulman is very disciplined, will be patient with the basketball, and use their bigs. Manchester's looking for a pace game. Get in the groove because right now they're looking for somebody to answer for them. Early game in the statement of this conference is whoever wins this game can set their own tone because everybody plays Saturday and then everybody plays the following Wednesday, those first 3 weeks. And I think the impact of this game is both teams in depth and both teams' energy in the second half. Are they in shape? Are they ready to play basketball?
Let's talk about Manchester, and off to a start that they were hoping that wasn't going to be the case, that they come into this one at 0-6. Ryan Nowicki is in his first year. And the one glaring thing you noticed already about their numbers, they've had 2 games in which they've given up over 100 points. They had 1 game in which they gave up 95, and Coach are giving up 93 points per game. They can score, but so far they haven't been able to stop many people.
Their tempo in the game gets them in trouble sometimes. I think they go too fast. And I think what happens is they get off to a quick start, and then all of a sudden their competition catches up with them, plays a little bit more defense, and their discipline, other teams' disciplined defense gets them in trouble. They shoot the ball a little bit too early. I watched them on tape a little bit. They shoot the ball a little bit quicker on the offense at times. Stretch out that shot clock. You got plenty of time to get a good shot.
They ended up losing to Cal Lutheran in their second game of the year, 107-93 in a very high-scoring affair. The other game, they gave up 109 to Ohio Northern. That was a blowout, 109-68. Their last contest, they lost to Wheaton College, 95-88. Now, personnel-wise, they got a pretty good one in Ty Linus, a grad student out of Crawfordsville, averaging over 20 points per game. He's at about 29% from three-point range. He, along with Clay McCorkle, another grad student, averaging at about 13.3 points per game. They'll be the 2 guys to watch tonight.
They'll drop some bombs for you big time. Again, they got to control the pace of the game, but both of those guys can carry you maybe 20, 25 points. If both of them get that, they get their 50, then you got to look for player number 3, number 4, number 5, and then the bench.
And the bench isn't very deep. When you look at the guys who have played so far, they may go too deep on the bench consistently, so they just don't have enough numbers yet.
You say 2, I say maybe 3. But it's iffy.
It's iffy.
Yeah, it's iffy.
Probably depends on how many guys will play defense coming into this win tonight.
And if you can stay out of foul trouble.
Exactly. By the way, Ty Linus is an HCAC Player of the Week honoree because of the games that he had this past week. He was also on the preseason watch list, and McCorkle on that preseason watch list as well. All right, when we come back, we'll talk about Rose-Hulman. They're 2-2 coming into tonight's contest. That's next here on RHIT.TV.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We consider it a privilege to have you as one of our listeners and viewers. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Welcome back here to Rose-Hulman, our game of the week here tonight. Manchester and Rose-Hulman, the Fighting Engineers, at 2-2 on the season. Before we talk about what they're all about so far in their first 4 games, there's one name that is going to be missing tonight that we have seen, I think, for the last, feels like 8 years. Miles McGowan did graduate, averaged 12 points and 9 rebounds per game, an all HCAC player last year. It's going to be hard kind of watch, and he's not out there.
You know, the crazy thing is I went down to look for him, and I'm thinking, well, where is he? And the guy says, well, he's been 6 years. He's here 6 years.
Yeah, what else do you want?
Well, what, can't he play 7? I was surprised he didn't get on the coaching staff. Miles, if you're listening, if you're watching, contact us at IndianaSRN. I would love to talk to you.
I will bet you 10-1.
He's watching.
Engineering pays a lot more than coaching or broadcasting.
You think so?
I think it does.
All right.
All right, let's talk about Rose-Hulman. We mentioned, of course, a great year last year. They went 17-10. They lost to Franklin in the semifinals, a 66-63 contest. They went 13-5 in the conference. So far, 2-2 this year. They're, I think, kind of a hard team to figure out yet, but it's still very early.
One of the most disciplined teams in the HCAC. Nick Sales preaches that. You are going to control the tempo of the game. You can control it, we win it. Strong defensively, their identity is to get balls off the backboard, rebound, and then go. I think they'll run their offense and motion through a lot of people tonight. I think there'll be a lot of scoring. And then I think their depth is a lot better than Manchester's depth.
Yes, it is. And by the way, Joey Schmitz is already having a great year. He was on the preseason player to watch list. He had 32 against Illinois Tech. He had 22 against Wisconsin Lacrosse and 20 against Wabash. And if he gets going and he has great supporting cast tonight, they're going to be tough to beat.
I think balanced scoring is the key with them. I don't think they need a guy to score 35, 40 points, but I think they can get 5 or 6 guys to score 10. They're going to be in good shape. Their field goal percentage has been crazy the last 2 wins that they've had, and I think that's what they're going to rely on. And they had home-cooked meal tonight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have to travel 2.5 hours, 3 hours to get here, so that's a positive as well.
I was surprised we didn't get a home-cooked meal while we were here.
I got my popcorn.
I know you did. It's not only Joey Schmitz, but Daniel Savovich is back again out of Everett, Washington. He is still struggling from three-point range, coming in only at 13%, but we know he's a really good outside shooter. Freshman Nate Smith out of Ritter High School in the starting lineup. We're assuming tonight a new player, Christian Torres, out of Lula, Georgia, at 9 points per game. This guy's shooting 70%. And then, of course, returnee Cole Pride, the guy in the middle, 6'9", gives him great size, a guy that can also not only step out and hit the three, but he plays well inside.
Yeah, I was going to mention that all of these guys can shoot from the outside. They also will look for inside game. They all can rebound, and they all can hit the magical free throw.
Yeah.
Their free throw percentage has been pretty good the last couple of games.
By the way, if you're wondering why aren't we mentioning Kobe Stoudemire, well, Stoudemire is back for another season. He's been coming off the bench in their first 4 games, but we have seen him, when he lights things up, he can be really tough.
The one thing I like about that, when he hits his first shot and it goes in, watch out, because he's hot.
He will shoot a lot more, and there's no doubt about it. It's a team that doesn't turn the ball over a lot either. Only 13 turnovers in their first 4 games of the season.
Here's a couple of things that you haven't mentioned yet. Rose-Hulman leads this series 41-28 over the last few years. Rose-Hulman institutes also the recent last year they beat Manchester 95-71 at Manchester and beat them 84-74 here. We had that game. They averaged 50% three-point shots on both of those games, which is incredible. And Manchester has to start quick or they're not going to be in the game, because Rose-Hulman will leave them in their dust, because Rose-Hulman is quick.
And you do remember that one game against Manchester, Rose-Hulman shot 40 threes in that. That's a lot of threes.
That's the game we did.
That's the game we did. That's a lot of threes in one night for sure.
And they shot 50%.
Yes.
Well, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
I could be okay with that.
By the way, first time these two teams met was about the time Keith was born in 1925.
Oh.
You didn't know that, did you? 40-19, which Manchester won that game.
I did not know that. That's pretty good.
You're almost 100 years old.
I know.
Do you have some more information for me here?
I was ready for my keys.
Go.
Ready for my
you want to do the keys now?
Yeah, I think so. We got 2 minutes.
Ahead.
Here we go.
Yes.
Keys of the game. Rose-Hulman, control the paint. Defensive principle. Pick up the man. Open your mouth. Say help.
Help.
Okay, there you go. Limit the turnovers. I think if Pride gets 10 or more, they win this game.
So you're going to put all that on his shoulders.
And I think if Smith scores 15, they'll win this game.
Okay, so 15 and 10.
That's 35.
That's 35.
I think they're going to score 90, but 35, okay?
Okay.
Manchester, they got to push the transition game, but they got to be in control. I used to coach, let's speed up the game, but let's slow it down. Know when to go and know when to hold.
So like Kenny Rogers.
There you go. Count your blessings, baby.
Yeah.
Put ball pressure on the point guards. Let them make the mistakes, and then hit your open shots. Their field goal percentage has been not good lately, so that would be a key. I think if Manchester can stay in the first half and make it a second half slow, deliberate game, they win this game.
All right. And they're going to have to play defense.
Got to play defense.
It's a big key.
Yep.
By the way, standings, and again, these are non-conference standings. The teams that are playing tonight, you got the schedule a little bit ago, and we'll keep it on those scores. But
if the season ended today.
Yes. Well, Earlham and Manchester would be out.
Okay.
8 of the 10 make it. Franklin's 3-2. Hanover's 3-2. Berea 2-2. Rose-Hulman 2-2. All the other teams are below the 500 mark. Anderson 2-4, the defending champions. Mount St. Joe's 2-4. Transylvania 1-3. Berea is 1-4. Earlham 1-5. Manchester 0-6.
And tonight's action will open this thing up. Franklin and Anderson, Hanover, Berea, MSJ and Bluffton, and Transylvania and Earlham. What a long drive that is.
That's a long drive indeed. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the tip-off right here on RHIT.TV.
Before the introduction of today's starting lineups, please direct your attention to the court for the presentation of our nation's colors by Air Force ROTC.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity, and that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your student to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
575 of them from 40 states and 19 countries, with a record-breaking number of applications. Did you forget about Rose's outstanding class of 2023 and how 99% of the graduates have landed a position in their dream fields, graduate school, or the military?
The renovations to Munch Hall are finally complete, so I'm sure he'll have plenty to eat at the updated Munch Cafe by the new Living Mall.
We just broke ground on a new residence hall that will be ready for fall 2025.
We celebrated a record-breaking homecoming with more than 2,000 alumni, students, and friends commemorating the 100th anniversary of the bonfire with our first ever drone show. We also welcomed 267 employers for our fall career fair. And perhaps the greatest gift of all, the Wall Street Journal named us to one of the top 20 best colleges in America, and U.S. News & World Report named us the #1 undergraduate engineering college. You can be a little old for a lot of things, but you're never too old or too far away for Rose-Hulman. 2023 was a year of adventurous journeys, of coming together, of growth. No matter how far away you roam this holiday season, you will never be truly alone as long as Rose is your home.
Back here at Rose-Hulman, the color guard presenting the American flag, and we're going to go to our public address announcer for tonight's starting lineup.
Number 1, Max Robinson. Number 2, Darius Wallace. Number 5, Ty Lights. Number 11, Clay Porter. And on forward, number 32, Logan Grace. And now, for the first time at home, let's meet the starters for your flight engineer. On guard, 5'9" senior from Jeffersonville, Indiana, number 2, Lucas Studemeyer. On guard, 6'1" junior from Emerald, Washington, number 10, Daniel Savage. On 6'6" junior from Duluth, Georgia, number 11, Christian Torres. Sophomore from Martinsville, Indiana, number 15, Joey Schmitz. Forward, 6'9" junior, from Osgood, Indiana, number 23, Cole Pride.
There are your starting lineups, and we're ready to go. Again, these two teams last year, Manchester finished at 10-16, but only 5-14 in the HCAC. Rose-Hulman, they went 17-10 overall and 13-5 in league play. Manchester will be in their traveling dark uniforms, Rose-Hulman in their home whites, and we're ready to get this one underway. By the way, we'll be back here on Saturday. We'll have a men's and women's doubleheader for you beginning at 2 o'clock. With the women's contest, the men's contest at 4.
Are we staying in Terre Haute?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah. We're going to sleep in this building.
Are we really?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to stay at the Holiday Inn.
No, we don't have that kind of money.
Oh. You got to talk to the owner.
Yeah, we do. All right, Cole Pride will jump it up in the middle. Tip will be won by Rose-Hulman. And by the way, getting the start will be Studemeyer, who we talked about moments ago. First three is on the way. It is good. And Joey Schmitz off to a good start, a 3-0 lead.
Well, that was a pretty quick offensive set.
Very quick. So now Manchester basketball. That is McCorkle, one of 2 grad students in the lineup. The drive, Linus misses, and the rebound pulled down by Christian Torres. Studemeyer crossed the timeline. Savovich will dump it down to Cole Pride. A lot of contact underneath. The referee tells him to clean it up. Here's another 3, and another one hit by Joey Schmitz.
Well.
How many did you say he had to score?
I said 10. Oh, 15.
15, he's on his way.
He's on his way.
6-0 lead, Engineers. So now Manchester with the basketball. That's McCorkle getting the screen. Here's a 3 from the right side, should say left side, missed. The putback blocked by Cole Pride as Caleb Green can't get it to go. Savovich looking down low to Torres. Torres spins and throws it outside. Turnover by Rose-Hulman.
Should have took the shot. He had the shot underneath. Take the shot.
This is Ladarius Wallace, guarded there by Studemeyer. Out front, Linus. Linus trying to drive against Cole Pride, gets cut off. 13 on the shot clock. Manchester with Robertson off now to McCorkle. Ball in the lane and turnover by Manchester. Each team with a turnover.
How about getting on the floor? Game one, huh?
You mentioned it earlier. Always good to get that opening win in the conference. Off the screen, the drive and the kick. Torres for three, no good. Pride going for the rebound, and coming away with it will be Ty Linus out of Crawfordsville. Spartans still looking to score. Down low to Caleb Green. Hands it off to McCorkle. 16 on the shot clock. McCorkle fadeaway jumper on the way. Can't get it to go. Rebound Green out of his hands, and it'll go back over to Rose-Hulman.
Got numbers.
Savovich drives down the lane, missed the shot, and you cannot come back out of bounds like that, so it'll go over to Manchester.
Can't be the first one to touch the ball after you went out of bounds. And we got substitutions already.
As Rose-Hulman will go to their bench. And it looks like Cole Pride will sit down. Jack Murphy will step into the lineup. Murphy out of Westport, Connecticut. He is a 6'5" senior. So Manchester down 6 early. That is Linus.
Look at that help.
Boy, he draws a crowd every time he gets the basketball. Robertson off the left wing. Shot clock at 9. The kick back to McCorkle for three, and he got it. Averaging over 13 per game. He's shooting at 38% from three-point range. Spartan fans are hoping that'll get their offense rolling. Savovich cut off. Good look at Murphy. Back to Savovich for three. He's been off all season long, able to get the offensive rebound.
Got to keep shooting, though. You got to keep shooting to get better.
Studemeyer will get the ball to Murphy. Savovich once again. Skip pass to Torres. Hands it off Studemeyer for three. No good. Oh, they take that back. It went high off the rim and went in.
Been here long enough to talk that ball in the basket.
Man. 9-3 your score.
That's how I used to shoot them.
I know. So now the Spartans down by 6 once again. Linus will find Wallace. The high screen and roll. Green almost lost it. Shot clock at 8. The turn. McCorkle gives it off now to Linus for three. No good. And the rebound by Torres.
I like the help defense that Rose-Hulman is playing so far tonight.
Trying to get it down low, and we've got an offensive foul. And I think they're going to get 34, Jack Murphy. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 15:41 to go, opening half. Engineers lead it by 6.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We consider it a privilege to have you as one of our listeners and viewers. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Back once again here at Rose-Hulman. Here's the three by McCorkle. You can see the grad student played his high school basketball at Oak Hill. Want to remind you, tonight's game brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, the leading equipment dealer serving farmers, homeowners, landscapers, and commercial contractors in Indiana. Nothing runs like a deer. Give them a call, 317-849-0810.
Saw a couple of deers on our way from Indianapolis.
And I'm glad they stayed where they were. After the media timeout, it'll be Manchester basketball. They'll run a lot of screen and roll out front, trying to get their guards open. Shot clock is down to 13. Good defense by Rose-Hulman. Here's Linus. Put the ball on the floor, lost it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover again by Manchester.
Again, the ball's on the floor, and the guys are going after the ball. Like their intensity.
So now the Fighting Engineers will take over as we come up on 15 minutes remaining in the first half. That is Studemeyer working against Wallace. Wallace out of Jeffersonville. Studemeyer out of Jeffersonville.
Studemeyer's been here, 25 years?
He has. Nice pass inside. And Will McElhaney gets his first two, averaging 6 points per game. 11-3. 8-point lead is the biggest lead in the first half. That is Linus. Guarded there by Schmitz. Linus, pull-up shot, got the roll. His first two. He averages over 21 points per game. This is Studemeyer. The nice drive, layup good. 5 points now by Studemeyer, averages 4.3. Back to an 8-point lead. That is McCorkle.
Oh,
they left him alone. Straight away three, no good. Battle for the rebound, eventually won by Rose-Hulman. That is Schmitz in the corner. This is Evan Gentile in the lineup now for Rose-Hulman. Studemeyer off the screen, missed it. Loose ball in the lane, and we have a jump ball or a foul call. Looks like we'll get a foul call against 32, Caleb Green out of Bluffton. That's his first. Rose-Hulman will inbound just to the left of their own basket. In the corner, the fadeaway, no good by Schmitz.
Got to follow your shot there, young man. Follow your shot.
Robertson will bring it up the floor now for Manchester. Spartans probably not used to only scoring 5 so far in this game.
Well,
nice pass down low, bucket good. That'll be Green.
Rose-Hulman's defense has been very, very good.
Lead at 6. Rose-Hulman basketball. That is Gentile with the ball. Thought about the three. Gives it up now to McElhaney. The step under and the bucket good. A lot of contact. But McElhaney able to get his second bucket of the ball game. He has 4.
They're not going to call that tonight. Hooray for us.
Yeah. Good on Manchester. Down by 8 once again. Another turnover by the Spartans. 2-on-2 break, back the other way. Layup good. Gentile gets his first 2 out of Kettering, Ohio. Timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Take another look at it.
Look at that.
Nice play down low. That was McElhaney who made that bucket. Tonight's game brought to you by Beatty Insurance, a company which understands your industry and what's on the line for you. Call Lance at Beatty Insurance at 812-522-5640.
Hey, Terre Haute fans and Rose-Hulman fans, if you like to support our broadcast, this is what you need to do. You need to contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Contact us, see how you can sponsor a broadcast.
Good look at the Spartan bench.
Got a couple guys on crutches, got a guy in a sling.
And we're only a few games in.
Yeah, we're
Game 7.
Game 7.
10-point lead now for Rose-Hulman. Into the lineup, Nate Smith, the 5'11 freshman out of Ritter.
See, I like this pressure right here, Troy. Take some time off the shot clock. They're going to start their offense with 20 about 21 seconds left on the shot clock.
Mentioned Smith, Ritter High School grad, averaging 3 points per game. He's had a chance to start a couple of times already this year. That is Robertson in the lane, missed it, one and done. Back there the way we go. Trying to look inside as Cole Pride has come back into the lineup for Rose-Hulman. Gentile gets it down low. McElhaney with a basketball. May have gotten away with the travel, the double team. Here's Pride. Another double team. Pride gets rid of it. Savovich will fire the three and get it. We mentioned only hitting 13% coming in, but he is able to nail that one.
How about the patience and not panicking? Shot clock was at 3.
4 threes already. It's a 13-point lead. Spartans a little rough offensively right here.
Help.
Nice pass to the inside. Block shot by Cole Pride. Fighting Engineers running the floor. Pride. The kick out. The three on the way. Nothing but net. Gentile has 5. Hits 43% from 3. It is now a 16-point lead. Manchester does not want this one to get away from him here in the first half. Jason Colby is checked in for Manchester. He is a 6'2 junior out of Portage, Indiana. Ball stripped out of the hands of Robertson, then the block shot. Savovich back the other way, layup good and a foul.
It's all Rose-Hulman, folks. All Rose-Hulman. Look at this. Kick this out. Sets his feet. That's a Troy Derigowski shot, folks. Boom.
Never missed. 10:51 to go here in the first half. Timeout on the floor. Engineers lead it 25-7.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Mandy made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
College basketball on RHIT.TV, brought to you in part by Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in Indiana. Whether it's a new build, upgrade, or facility maintenance, you can count on Local 374 to get the job done right the first time. And speaking of getting the job done, you saw that shot right there, but Rose-Hulman turning on the Jets in this one, now leaded by 18. Savovich, the junior out of Everett, Washington, a chance to complete the three-point play, and they've been able to run the floor extremely well here in the first half. Defense causing issues now for the Spartans. By the way, Talon Bowlers checked in out of West Vigo High School for Manchester. Their offense has been very sluggish early. Off the drive. Shot clock at 7. Good look at McCorkle in the corner, and the three good by Ty Linus. Boy, they needed that bucket.
Yes, they did.
Down by 16. Back the other way. 3 up and good. Evan Gentile now has 8. What you can do, I can do as well, huh? Lead to 19. Here's a really deep three, missed by Linus. One and done and back the other way. Rolls-Hallman wasting no time, and a foul call. That'll go against Manchester. They got Jason Kobe. Played his high school basketball at Marquette Catholic. And Rolls-Hallman will take it out on the baseline. New player in for Manchester is Chris Hardy out of Lafayette Jeff High School. And he almost got a steal right there. Nice pass down low. Bucket good, Torres.
He is very strong. He gets it down there and gets it above his head. He's pretty dangerous.
21-point lead. Right now, they're on pace to score 100. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by McCorkle. This shot fake, three on the way, good. There is Linus again, he has 8.
He's keeping them in the game a little bit.
Second three-pointer. Still an 18-point lead. Rolls-Hallman has been effective in the half court. They've been effective running the floor. Here's Torres. Been patient here with 13 on the shot clock. Cole Pride, three-pointer, no good. We've seen him in past seasons hit that shot consistently. As Linus with the basketball. The drive, the kick in the corner. Here's Linus again, missed it. Long rebound, Rolls-Hallman.
Oh!
Gentile behind the back dribble. He will find Savovich for 3 off the front of the rim. And the rebound pulled down by McCorkle. Still an 18-point lead. In the corner, 3 on the way, off the front of the rim, ball loose. Shot missed by Bowler. Behind the back dribble, Nate Smith. Finger roll, no good. Rebound, Torres. Put back, yes, and he's fouled.
Again, just the strength, the body, upper body strength that he has is incredible.
One thing about it, Coach, when your defense isn't playing as well as you need them to play, speaking of Manchester, the one thing you can't do is give up second chance opportunities. And that's exactly what happened that time.
You know, and the size that Rolls-Hallman has really dominated this game.
Yeah. Back to a 20-point lead. Torres at the line. This young man's hitting 70% of his shots here early in the season, and the free throw is no good. Knocked out of bounds.
Troy Derigowski at IndianaSRN. Thanks, everybody.
No, he's hitting 70% of his shots, not 70% of his free throws.
What's his free throw shooting percentage?
I don't have it in front of me.
It's not 70%, is it?
I'll look it up.
Okay. Well, it's not 70 now.
No, it's not 70 now. Under 8 minutes remaining. Linus off now to McCorkle. Wide open in the corner. 3 is on the way. No good. Battle for the rebound and a foul call.
That's going to be on Strogermeyer.
So Studemeyer picks up his first, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Engineers lead it by 20.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity, and that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your student to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Back here at Rolls-Hallman, doubleheader Saturday, Bluffton, Rolls-Hallman, men and women doubleheader. The women's game will begin at 2, the men's game at around 4. And we'll have both games right here on RHIT.TV.
How do you like our band? You like our band music?
Yeah.
You know the band. You know who the band is? It's Will Walford and the Spotadelics.
The Spotadelics? Spotadelics?
Yes. Yeah.
What is a Spotadelic?
I have no idea, but all I know, they're jamming at the Vogue on Thursday night.
Sounds like you've been jamming there, too.
Will made the trip.
All right, here we go. 7:45 to go first half. A 20-point lead. Spartans offensively have struggled early, but that defense has been very good for Rose-Hulman. After the timeout, good look here at McCorkle. They'll work it left side. Here's Wallace. Wallace goes down, and he traveled with it.
Tell you what, defensively, I think that caused that travel. He was in his shorts.
And Will McElhaney, by the way, is at 6'5", and I would imagine for Wallace to see those big, long arms coming at him made a huge difference. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. For more than 2 decades, the seasoned professionals at Piper have been the trusted partners for inventory management, warehousing, fulfillment, and transportation. Give them a call, 317-396-1023. So now the Spartans are going to apply a little pressure themselves.
There's a good look at Coach Sales.
Has to be happy with the start. Studemeyer crossed the timeline against Wallace. A lot of jumping and shifting going on here as the Spartans trying to force a turnover. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Last touch by Caleb Green.
Shot clock at 14.
Caleb Green, a 6'6" freshman out of Bluffton, Indiana. This is Studemeyer. Jack Murphy in the lineup. Once again sets the screen there for Savovich. Ball is, and they're going to actually call a travel on Savovich.
He only took 3 steps. Come on, Troy.
Yeah, I've seen some games where they can get
3 or 4. We've had some already.
Oh, yeah. Manchester down by 20. Off the drive is Linus. And bucket good, and he's fouled. Linus now in double figures with 10. He's about the only offense they have going at this point.
They call that on Murphy?
Called that on Jack Murphy. Should be number 2. And Linus, the first free throw. That is their first free throw attempt here in the first half. Rose-Hulman's only attempted 2 free throws. Studemeyer lost the basketball. McCorkle didn't see it. The kick out and the 3 no good by Schmitz. Hit the first 2 threes early, has not scored since.
I think that's a little bit out of his range maybe.
Linus on the drive, and he lost it out of bounds. Turnover Spartans.
If you're a young man or a young lady watching at home, defensively kept the ball and the man and the ball in the basket in the same pace. Smacked that ball down on the legs. Ball went out of bounds. That's great defense.
Double team in the backcourt. Studemeyer able to get rid of it. Savovich across the timeline will set it up. Gets that high screen from Pride. Pride gets it back. 3 straight away. Short. Long rebound, Studemeyer. Get a fresh 20. McElhaney will find Pride cutting the basket. Contact. Late whistle on this one. Let's see if it's on the shot or it will be on the rebound. And they will shoot 2. So Cole Pride averaging nearly 9 per game to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Stopping that clock at 6:06 to go in the first half, and the free throw is short. Evan Gentile will come back in the lineup for Rose-Hulman. Looks like Jason Kobe is checked back in, 6'2" junior out of Portage. Second free throw good, so Pride on the board. Lead at 18 right now. If you're Manchester, you're hoping to get that lead to 10 or under before halftime. Baseline drive by McCorkle, and he stepped out of bounds. Are they going to call a foul? They'll call a foul on Rose-Hulman. May go against McElhaney. And that should be number 1 on Will. Linus driving, strong, layup good. He has 12. 12 of their 18 scored again by Ty Linus. Lead at 16. Off the screen, Schmitz. Good look here at McElhaney. Skip pass, 3 on the way, no good by Gentile. By the way, Rolls-Holman has gone a little cold here recently as that ball out of bounds, last touched by Ladarius Wallace.
The building got a little cold.
Yeah, this side of the floor is colder than that side. Lead still at 16, though. The Spartans able to keep this one from being a blowout. A lot of contact. Cole Pride, whistle and a foul. Max Robertson, I think, was trying to draw a foul that time on McElhaney. Shot clock reset at 20. Nice drive off the glass and good. Schmitz with 8. By the way, he is shooting 56% from the floor. That'll be McCorkle, rims in and out, and then stealing it away is Linus and lays it in. He's having a good first half.
He's got 14. 14 of their 20.
Studemeyer off to Gentile, back to Studemeyer. Cole Pride slapped away, a lot of contact, no whistle there. Coming up on 4.5 minutes remaining. The drive and the kick turnover. Schmitz probably should have shot it. Robertson back the other way and a foul call against McElhaney. That'll be number 2 on the 6'5" freshman out of Union, Kentucky. So that'll put Robertson at the line, averaging 14.5 points per game. He has not scored yet tonight until right there. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. For more than 2 decades, the seasoned professionals at Piper have been the trusted partners, inventory management, warehousing, fulfillment, and transportation. Give them a call, 317-396-1023. Second free throw good by Robertson, now has 2. And now the lead at 14. They're hanging in there in the first half. Rolls-Holman bringing Christian Torres back in. The drive down the lane, shot good. Evan Gentile having a really good first half. He has 10. And the lead back to 16. We're at 4 minutes remaining. This is McCorkle. The kick back to Wallace. Off now to Linus. Linus drawing the double team. We'll get it off now to Robertson. Drives baseline in the corner. It'll be McCorkle, and with 2 on the shot clock, foul call, and that bailed him out right there. And we got a timeout on the floor. 3:38 to go in the first half. Engineers lead it by 16.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity. And that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your students to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org.
Back here at Rose-Hulman next Tuesday night. Washington, by the way, they are ranked last ratings in Division III, number 5 in the country. And they'll be here on Tuesday to take on the Fighting Engineers.
Nick Sales never backs down on nobody, does he? I mean, he plays a tough schedule.
So we go to the free throw line as Clay McCorkle.
I have him for 3 points. Is that what you have him for?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
He'll be there for 2, now has 4. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Dynamark. Make sure you choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for print, signs, promo products, apparel, mailing services. They've been serving the Indianapolis area for over 50 years. Dynamark, give them a call, 317-328-2555. Corkle 1 for 2, back the other way we go. Bucket good. Cole Pride. First basket.
Cole has 3.
Lead at 17. The drive by McCorkle. Pull-up shot good. McCorkle now with 6. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining. Stripped out of the hands of Pride. Give the steal that time to Wallace. And a foul call against Evan Gentile, the freshman out of Kettering. Take another look at this one. That helps being 6'9".
Well, also what helped is last year he would have brought that down to his waist and make the shot. That time he kept it up. And I think he's been in the weight room a little bit this summer as well. He's a lot bigger than he was last year.
Linus missing the free throw. That is Cole Pride down in the low block. Spins, hits it. That's good touch right there by Cole Pride.
Dancing a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
I like the move.
Lead back at 17. The drive down the lane with the left hand, no. Jason Colby unable to finish. Fighting Engineers back the other way. Easy layup by Joey Schmitz. And a timeout again on the floor. Manchester does not like the defense right there, and the lead back to 19. We'll take a timeout. 2:27 to go first half.
Finding the right answer and trying again, that's really what dragged me to aerospace. I saw other people making amazing stuff on 3D printers, and I thought if I combine that art of 3D printing with engineering, I could make something as complex as an airplane. It all changed when I came to Rose-Hulman. Feel amazing that I have still 3 years to do something much more complex.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button.
BJ Wesley checking into the lineup for Rose-Hulman. He wears number 1 as we come up on 2 minutes following the timeout. The lead back to 19. Strong drive. Ty Linus. And again, he has been the offensive force in the first half for Manchester.
I have him unofficially for 16 points.
Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. Rose-Hulman basketball. That is Wesley. Skip pass. Torres. Three-pointer way off the mark. And we've got a rebounding foul. Cole Pride had inside position. I think they may have gotten McCorkle. Let's wait and see what they call. Going to go against Ladarius Wallace instead. And that'll put Cole Pride at the line. Free throw is up and good.
Slow start, but he's got 6 on the night.
College basketball brought to you by Risk Work. We make people feel safe by protecting your business. You live safe, and we've got you covered. Risk Work, 317-379-6755. Turnover. Back the other way we go. Strip out of the hands of the driving Evan Gentile, and I think that should have stayed right here.
He called for help, and he got help, but I don't think he needed help.
So turnovers each way. Here is Ladarius Wallace.
The human side of the game right there.
Linus for 3. He can stroke it. Only question is, can Manchester play defense? And almost a turnover. Here's an open 3. Gentile missed it. One and done, and the rebound pulled away by McCorkle. 16-point lead. Here is Linus again. This time hits the bottom of the net and goes out of bounds, maybe a little out of his range.
I have him for 19. Do you have him for 19?
5, 7, 9, 10, 18. I have him for 22.
Okay.
Rose-Hulman goes to Pride. Turnaround shot on the way, left a little short. Torres with a rebound, put back good.
How many times have he come back to the rescue right there?
6'6" player down low. Big difference for the Engineers in the first half. Wide open is McCorkle. Missed it. They're one and done. Rose-Hulman quickly the other way. Schmitz will slow it up. There is a difference of about 6 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. So Manchester possibly could get it one more time. Schmitz working there against Kobe. Clock is under 10 on the shot clock. The drive, a lot of contact, and they do call a whistle, though they could have called a foul a little earlier.
I think he was going to see if he made the shot.
No kidding. So Schmitz will go to the line.
Got 10 points so far tonight.
He'll get one more. Savovich will come back in.
Got to knock down your free throws.
Didn't have a whole lot of lift on that one, did he?
No.
We're too early in the season to say it's your legs.
Watch the sneakers.
Ooh, he missed them both.
Look
Run
who got
down
the ball.
By Torres in the corner in a tie-up. Possession arrow in favor of Manchester. 8.1 to go. Nate Smith will come in. Smith, a very quick guard. Mentioned, again, he's out of Ritter High School. They'll back up to half court. Wallace looking for the screen. Wallace drives, gives it off down to McCorkle. 2 seconds. McCorkle, fadeaway shot, no good. We've made it to halftime. Rose-Hulman able to put 48 on the board despite going a little cold toward the end of the first half. And they have an 18-point lead. Well, Rose-Hulman has shown now, well, they had 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 different players in the scoring column in the first half. And meanwhile, Ty Linus has almost been all the offense in the first half for Manchester, and they got to find a way to play better defense in the second half.
Strong defense have really set the tone of this, though. Rose-Hulman came out, played pretty tough defense. They kept them within 5 for the first TV timeout. So I like the play of Rose-Hulman. Now you have to maintain that, continue to score at will, and force the ball inside. I like to see the inside game improve just a tad.
Leading the way for Rose-Hulman. In fact, good balanced scoring. They had Evan Gentile off the bench with 10, Joey Schmitz with 10, 4 points by Will McElhaney. Daniel Savovich finished with 6 points in the first half. Christian Torres with 6. You don't mind if I read my notes, do you? Cole Pride with 7. Kobe Studemeyer with 5. And again, we mentioned McElhaney with 4.
Yeah, again, from the start to the finish of that first half, it was dominated by Rose-Hulman. They need to maintain that pressure, but I'm pretty impressed for the first night. Pretty impressive, and home cooking does always help.
On the other side of the ledger, Ty Linus, 22 of their points in the first half, which is incredible. McCorkle finished with 6. Max Robertson finished with just 2 free throws and Caleb Green had 2. So they got to find somebody else to score.
You take away those 22 points, and what do you got?
You have not a lot.
No.
Yeah, you have 8 points.
You have 8 points.
Yeah.
So they got to keep him motivated, but you got to find somebody to step up. And so you got to go in the locker room, explain what you need. You're down 18. Fortunately, you're only down to 18. Could have been worse, but I would give Rose-Hulman a B+ in the first half.
Well, and again, they went a little bit cold there at about the 4-minute mark where they just couldn't buy a basket. Otherwise, it could have ballooned to 25 plus.
Easily.
No doubt about that.
That's right. You're right.
We'll take a timeout. We're watching college basketball at RHIT.tv.
When I catch myself becoming curious, I notice my peripheral vision attenuating.
There's definitely a thrill.
Definitely keeps me up at night.
I think I'm somebody who, when I'm curious about something, I take immediate action. I'm immediately like running.
Curiosity for me, if I had to describe it in terms of a physical sensation, it would definitely be an itch. I have to scratch that until that sensation is gone.
It is definitely just an itch I can't scratch until I figure out what's going on, figure out what is at the bottom of everything.
What initially drew me in is, as a kid, you're like, hi, yes, up is black at night. So I think that was really appealing to me, knowing that there was some hidden magic behind this veil of darkness. I do really like space. Space is one of my favorite things, just in general, all of space. 10 out of 10.
The kind of brain that thrives is a curious mind. Curiosity is such an important part of the academic endeavor.
And without curiosity, we wouldn't have the society we have today.
You don't explore the unknown if you're not curious.
So students that really do have that curiosity, we love to get them into the lab, out of the regular classroom, because a lot of our students are tinkerers. They come in, they want to tinker, they want to play around with things, take things apart, and figure out how they work.
Right. Someone who understands, because I'm teaching robotics this quarter, that I'm never going to just give you the answer. I will give you the goal, I will give you hints, and I will give you breadcrumbs. But if you get there yourself, you learn something. College, most importantly, teaches you how to learn.
And that is one of the most rewarding things as an instructor, is seeing that aha moment in your students' eyes. I live for that. I teach for that.
I mean, you can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your student to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Welcome back to Rose-Hulman. Halftime score 48-30. Rose-Hulman with that 18-point lead, looking to open up the HCAC schedule with a win here tonight before they return on Saturday to take on Bluffton. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Labor's International Union of North America. They're the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages and benefits, safer job sites, and greater opportunities. We are LIUNA. Quick check of the first half numbers officially for Manchester. They were 11 of 29 overall for 38%, only 4 of 15 from three-point range, good enough for 27%. They were 4 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. They were led by Ty Linus, and he officially had 20 in the first half. Logan Brace, and by the way, there is a change. Logan Brace is actually wearing number 32 instead of number 33. Now, the roster we have, Logan Brace is number 33, Caleb Green number 32. So Logan Brace is wearing number 32. He had 2 points in the first half. Max Robertson also finished with 2 points in the first half, and Clay McCorkle finished with 6 points in the first half as well. They turned the ball over, speaking of Manchester, 6 times in the first half of play. For Rose-Hulman, they were led in scoring by Joey Schmitz with 10. Also 10 points by Evan Gentile, 6 points by Torres, Pride with 6, 5 by Studemeyer. Savovich finished with 6. Will McElhaney finished with 5 points in the first half. Rose-Hulman shot a blistering 58% in the first half. They were 19 of 33 overall, 6 of 17 from three-point range, good enough for 35%. They were 4 of 8 from the line for just 50% in the first half. They did turn the ball over 6 times in the first half. Each team had 4 steals in the first half as well. The biggest lead in the first half, of course, for Manchester, they did not get a lead in that first half. Rose-Hulman at one point had a 21-point lead in the first half. The biggest scoring run for Manchester was a 4-point run. Rose-Hulman had a 13-0 run in the first half as well. We'll take a timeout. Second half action coming up as Rose-Hulman leads this one by 18.
Hi, I'm Rob Coons, president of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Rose-Hulman is consistently recognized nationally as an elite STEM college. We've been ranked #1 in the U.S. News & World Report for undergraduate engineering for 25 straight years and are number 17 in the Wall Street Journal's list of America's best colleges. Rose-Hulman was also recently named by Forbes as one of America's best small employers. Founded in 1874, our scenic campus is home to more than 2,200 students with a passion for STEM and learning. Our exceptional community of faculty and staff help us deliver on our mission to provide Rose-Hulman students with the world's best undergraduate STEM education in an environment of individual attention and support. Here, we celebrate the successes of our entire community in an inclusive, supportive, and flexible environment. Our serene and safe campus is located in Terre Haute, Indiana, a vibrant community on the banks of the Wabash River, with several major cities only a short drive away. I hope you explore more about Rose-Hulman and what makes it such a special place where our entire community thrives. Thank you.
Back here at Terre Haute. In fact, speaking of Terre Haute, that's where we are at Rose-Hulman. Great to have you with us for college basketball on this Wednesday night. We're back here Saturday for the men's and women's doubleheader beginning at 2 o'clock as Bluffton will be in town, and game 2 already of the HCAC schedule. 18-point lead at halftime. Coaches talk about second half. I think if you're Manchester, you got to find, again, somebody else to give you an offensive contribution other than Ty Linus, who had 20 of your 30 in the first half. But the other thing is they called the one timeout after Rose-Hulman got a pretty easy layup. They got to find a way to play defense in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's true. And, you know, you look at the offensive juggernaut that Rose-Hulman had in the first half. They come out the first 5 minutes, set the pace again. Should be a pretty interesting win for them.
And you look at, again, if Rose-Hulman, even though they still shot extremely well in the first half, I could mention these numbers: 22-8 paint points for Rose-Hulman. Second chance points, they led 12-2. Fast break points, 10-2, and bench points, 15-0. I mean, every category they won of those 5 categories, including turnovers, and then again, some of the other categories broke even. But bottom line is you got to find a way to stop a team that's now shooting 58% in the first half. If they hadn't gone cold, can you imagine what their shooting percentage would have been?
Yeah, it'd be pretty dismal right now. By the way, at halftime, the Anderson's up 38-32 over Franklin at halftime.
So
our good friend Matthew has that call tonight.
Our good friend Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, Matthew.
You know, Matthew.
Yeah, I knew Matthew. Yeah.
He'll be with us on Friday night.
He'll be with us on Friday, yes. All right, here we go. Second half, Rose-Hulman basketball. See if they can keep up the pace they did in that first half. It's always tough to be a team that can shoot 58% in two halves, but they got a lot of paint points. The drive by Schmitz, the kick out. Savovich for three, set him up perfectly. Daniel now has 9. Second three-pointer, lead at 21. The drive by Linus, got trapped down low, kicks it outside to Robertson. Now it'll be Wallace. The drive by McCorkle. Nice pass down low, and missing the layup is Logan Brace, but it stays here.
You get trapped down there, you need some help. No one's there to help you. That's a nice shot there.
Well, they are glad to see him hitting a couple of threes.
He's probably glad to see.
Yeah, you generally don't see a three-point shooter shooting 13% coming in. This is Linus on the drive. Can't get it to go. Tipped out. It'll be Wallace. And the three by Robertson, no good. Cole Pride.
How about Cole? Yeah. Getting up there, big boy.
Reaching over the top of Logan Brace. Studemeyer. Savovich looking inside. Nothing there for Torres, so they'll bring it back out front. That is Studemeyer. Shot clock at 11. Torres will nice spin up and under. Can't get it to go.
Maybe force that one.
Linus, the rebound, will bring up the floor himself. Wallace drives baseline.
There's that help.
No man's land down there on the baseline. The spin by McCorkle.
Might have got away with a travel.
Linus, the high screen by Brace. The feed inside, Brace able to get it back. Wallace down low, basket good, and a blocking foul against Cole Pride. Wallace, his first 2.
Got in the middle of no man land and maybe reached a little bit there.
So Ladarius Wallace at the line. Completes the three-point play. Still an 18-point lead as Rose-Hulman quickly marches down the floor. The drive, the kick by Schmitz. Wide open. Savovich can't get it to go. Schmitz with the offensive rebound. He goes hard to the floor. Foul call against Brace.
Troy, what did he do? He followed his shot, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Uh-huh. That's what happens when you follow your shot.
A lot of players don't do that anymore.
We try to teach that from high school kids, and they don't want that contact.
Or a lot of times they think that I've already hit it, so I'll just run to the other end and play defense, right? Schmitz hits his first free throw.
And he gets mad if you sit on the bench.
See if they can get the lead back to 20. Second one is good.
That's where I spent most of my career.
On the bench.
On the bench.
Yeah. Lead at 20. That is Wallace. Now to McCorkle. Fadeaway shot good. Took that up over the top of Schmitz.
Got a nice little touch.
He is averaging around 13 per game. He has 8. The press as Savovich drives down the lane. Layup good. He's in double figures now with 11.
He's got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Lead back to 20. The drive, block shot. Pride able to get the block of Logan Brace. Wallace will inbound to Brace. This is Wallace. Gives it up now to Linus. Drives in, draws contact, lays it in. Boy, in a lot of these, you're really going to have to get fouled pretty hard to get to the line. In the corner, Studemeyer wide open. Shot the air ball. It goes out of bounds, and it will go over to the Spartans.
Look at that.
The drive right there by Savovich. So Manchester basketball, trailing it by 18. Brace will set the high screen for Wallace. Here's Linus. And Wallace missed it, tried to draw the foul. Studemeyer back the other way. Nice pass to Pride, layup good. Great job keeping his balance.
Yeah, got undercutted a little bit, but they let him play through that. I don't think they're going to call foul underneath the basket.
9 now for Pride, lead back to 20. Good defense, Savovich against Ty Linus. Linus, nice shot fake, down low, layup good by Logan Brace. And we have a whistle and stoppage of play. And looks like we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Let's see if that's going to be the case, and it is. And we'll.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt. Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
By the way, a week from tonight, 1 week, here we are.
Is that a week from today?
1 week, 7 days.
7 days.
How many hours is that?
I don't know, but it's a lot.
Greenville, Rose-Hulman, and then, of course, on Saturday, this Saturday, which is only Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
3 days away. Yeah.
Bluffton, Rose-Hulman, doubleheader. It's 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
What are we doing for 3 days in Terre Haute?
Casino.
Fine.
On your money. Yeah. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Officially Human. Our mission is to restore respect for game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the court. Make sure you do your part. Practice good sportsmanship. No officials, no games. You don't like the idea of going to the casino for 3 days?
No.
Of course, we'd run out of money on the first 2 hours and they'd boot us out.
Though we could go to Applebee's and eat Applebee's all day.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Yep.
After the timeout, Rose-Hulman basketball. That is Nate Smith. Wide open, Pride for three, rims in and out, thought he had it. Rose-Hulman one and done. Here comes Manchester. That is Linus. Savovich has actually played pretty good defense against him throughout the night, despite Linus having 22 points, and we have an offensive foul.
Stepped on the line.
I stepped on the line instead.
Almost stepped on coach's shoes.
So a turnover by Manchester. 18-point lead. By the way, back in the lineup is Will McElhaney. Pride will find McElhaney inside, and he gets bumped in a foul call. That may go against, this looks like Bowler, number 22. So it is Bowler. Five minutes gone here in the second half. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Pride. Pull-up shot good. He is such a good shooter. You really can't let him get the ball inside or anywhere around 15 feet and in. So Manchester down by 20. Linus on the drive. Double pump off the glass, good. That was actually pretty good defense again by Savovic. Linus now with 24. There's Cole Pride. Pride the double team. They'll try to get it out of his hands as much as they can. McElhaney, top of the key. Back to Pride. Try to get it inside. Shot clock at 10. The drive down the lane. Shot with the left hand up and good. Evan Gentile, who's had a great game, has 12. Lead back to 20. The high screen for Linus. Good look at Brace. And Brace will be fouled, and looks like they may get 33, which is McElhaney.
Got
have him for 3.
Got to move your feet a little bit, young man. Look at this move. Yes, off the backboard.
Right off the backboard. Logan Brace at the line. Brace had 2 points in the first half. Now has 5. Again, we mentioned earlier they did not tell us of a number change. They had Caleb Green listed as 32, Logan Brace at 33, and then we find out it's actually Logan Brace wearing 32. Both free throws good, 61-43. Pride try to pull it down low. Good job there by Logan Brace to knock it out of bounds. Into the lineup now for Rose-Hulman will be Joey Schmitz. Schmitz has been held in check relatively well tonight, considering he had 2 early threes. That is Pride. Handoff. Schmitz for 3. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact underneath.
Someone got pushed out, way out of the paint.
Linus down the lane, stripped out of his hands, and that was at least clean from our vantage point. Evan Gentile picks up the foul. And Ty Linus will go to the line. I was kind of listening to the student section there for Rose-Hulman. Free throws up and good by Ty Linus. One more for Linus.
They are doing some work underneath Rose-Hulman's basket.
Well, one official had the floor general down there taking care of some sweat on the floor. Linus hits both. 61-45. Trying to get it inside to Pride. Nothing there. Here's a 3 on the way, straight away, and Will McElhaney.
7 on the night.
Lead back to 19. Biggs can step out and hit the 3. Turnover by Linus. Running the floor, back the other way. Layup good by Joey Schmitz. And just like that, the lead back to 21. Anytime that Manchester seems like they might be making a little run, Rose-Hulman has been able to come back with points of their own. That is McCorkle. They'll move the ball right side, and the bucket good by Bowler. His first bucket of the night. 66-48. That is Cole Pride. Has a size advantage at 6'9". Pride off the glass, no. Rebound is Linus. Quick release on the 3 is going to be missed by Bowler, and they're one and done. So Rose-Hulman will slow it up. Nate Smith at the point. See if they'll try to go back inside once again. The drive toward the basket. Layup, good. Josh, I'll tell you what, Evan Gentile, what a player, a freshman out of Kettering, Ohio.
He put him on the shoulder. Did you see it?
Yeah.
He put him on his shoulder.
Off the bench with 14 points, lead back to 20. And another turnover. We head the other way. 2-on-2 break, and then losing it out of bounds is Nate Smith. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 20-point lead, Engineers.
So my goal is to get involved in space industry and learn about what lies beyond the Earth's horizon. I came across Rose Rocketry. I saw, hey, they're doing some really cool stuff. They're building rockets. Being at Rose, I was able to hone my engineering skills to push myself to get involved in the field further and learn about all these different opportunities. And I don't think I would have really gotten that at a bigger university.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt.
Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
Back here at Rolls-Hulman, tonight's game brought to you in part by Family Source Insurance. Pat Cherry is your independent agent, proudly representing Ohio Mutual Insurance. Give him a call for coverage at 317-894-7000. And don't forget, with all the football coming up this weekend, go to Aspen Creek Grill. Great food, excellent servers, and they care about your experience. Aspen Creek Grill.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm a sponsor, or I want to sponsor Rose-Hulman basketball.
Yeah,
How do I do that?
Well, why don't you tell me?
I contact Coach at IndianaSRN.org.
Very good.
Do it today.
Yes. 20-point lead following the timeout. Manchester nearly turned it over once again. That defense has picked up a lot here for Rose-Hulman, and they almost forced another turnover. Shot clock it down to 9. The kick out. The three on the way. Rims in and out. As Chris Hardy can't get it to go, we'll head the other way. The drive and the block shot put back good. Give the bucket that time to McElhaney. He's in double figures now with 10. Wide open three at the top. It is good. Ladarius Wallace.
You can't leave him open.
6 points now for Wallace, all in the second half. And a whistle away from the basketball. They may get Jason Kobe. By the way, Kobe came into this game a perfect 10 of 10 in the shooting department.
Is that right?
Yes. Still 20 on the shot clock. The handoff, the drive, the stop, the shot. Off balance bucket, good by Schmitz. And it'll go to the line.
Double whammy.
So it looks like it is Jason Colby. And coming back into the lineup for Manchester will be Logan Brace. Brace out of Fremont, Indiana.
You know where that is?
In Indiana.
Up north, almost by Michigan. We've been to Fremont a couple of times.
We have?
We have.
I've never been there.
Well, no, you don't travel that far.
I don't go that far.
Your Uber driver doesn't take you that far.
No, my contract says within an hour or so.
Hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah. Second free throw's missed. Still a 21-point lead. The drive down the lane, finger roll good as Chris Hardy on the board. 72-53. Rose-Hulman has had a huge advantage in the paint so far tonight. And they're trying to get back inside again. McElhaney on the drive, got the defender in the air, missed the shot, goes out of bounds, back over to Manchester. I would imagine if McElhaney had that one to do again, he would lay it right off the front of the rim. Timeout on the floor. 9:44 remaining in the second half. Engineers lead it by 19.
We're doing things so quickly. A lot of times we know that we need help. So our professors all know us by name.
Basically, everybody knows everybody here.
That one-on-one personal connection you're getting with the faculty, you don't get that a lot of places.
We're not just saying, here, go do this hard project. We are right there with them. We work with them.
The faculty are there for you.
College basketball brought to you in part by Wheeler Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. For more information, give them a call, 317-686-6239. And by the way, on Thanksgiving Day, guess who did the drumstick dash?
I told you don't have to tell people.
It wasn't you.
I did it in my dream.
I know you did. You can do that virtual, by the way.
I heard.
You don't even have to.
So how many people you walk with? About 5,000 or 6,000 of your closest friends?
At least. There were probably 15,000 people there.
They were estimating raising about $1 million.
Yeah. And I think they got it.
Was it cold?
It was a little chilly.
Was it?
But once I started running, I was in good shape.
Do you wear your shorts?
No, I did wear pants that day.
Did you?
I did. It was a little chilly.
Okay.
But I finished like second in the division.
With 5 minutes to play in the second half, Anderson leads Franklin 59-43.
There's a foul out front. That'll go against Logan Brace.
That Anderson-Franklin game, big-time game early in the year. Tell you what, the league is going to be pretty.
It's going to be balanced.
It is.
There's no favorite.
Nope.
Now, there are a couple of teams, with Manchester being one of them, if they can fix their defense.
They could be spoilers,
they
right?
Could be okay.
Yep.
Earlham's a team I saw a little bit. They just don't have any size. They did pick up their first win last week. Nice pass inside, and a foul call will put Rose-Hulman to the line. That was just a great cut that time by Will McElhaney. McElhaney coming off the bench, double digits. Evan Gentile off the bench, double digits. It's always nice to have some bench production that'll come in and give you some points.
That's one of the things we talked about in the opening pregame is the balance that this team could have. Oh.
By the way, the free throw shooting, they've missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6 free throws. Second one is good. Lead back to 20. Manchester will have to make some quick work going here pretty soon. That is Chris Hardy. Now it's Wallace. Nice cut to the basket. The kick out. Hardy for 3, missed it. Robertson looking for the assist. Rose-Hulman quickly back the other way. Drive down the lane, layup good. Evan Gentile coming big again with 16.
He's had a great night.
Lead back to 22. That is Hardy off the crossover. In the lane, bucket good, and he's fouled. They will get Jack Murphy on the foul. One thing you can say for Manchester in the second half, they've gotten more players involved in the scoring department. Unfortunately, though, they waited a little too long.
Their flow, though, is much better.
Yeah. Free throw missed. 75-55. Spin with the left hand, no good by Murphy. Murphy out of Westport, Connecticut. This is Linus. Ball stripped away. Linus able to get it back, finds his teammate McCorkle. McCorkle now double figures with 10. Quickly the other way, the drive, and bucket good. Joey Schmitz. Tell you what, you better be able to take contact. Because
in this league, yes.
Man, they're going to let you play. Lead back to 20. Quick release, Linus for 3. Now at a 17-point lead. Nice spin to the baseline. Probably should have taken it up. And then coming back and scoring is Nate Smith.
I tell you what, points in the paint dominated by Rose Holman today.
Lead back to 19. Rose Holman trying to pick up their 3rd win of the season. Bluffton in town coming up on Saturday. That is McCorkle. And losing the basketball on the baseline. That'll be a turnover as Jason Colby can't hold on to it. Wesley back in for Rose Holman. Also coming into the lineup will be Gentile. You see the final shot right there, 79-60.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with On Demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
College basketball on IndianaSRN and RHIT.TV, brought to you by LifeWise Academy.
I know them.
Yep, they support educators and communities by improving student outcomes. Wish you had this when you were in school. LifeWise Academy, your community can bring you biblical values into the classroom. Give them a call at 614-367-5767 because you need it improving your student outcomes.
I need it today. I need all the biblical teaching I can get.
79-60 your score. As we're coming up on 7 minutes remaining. Wesley now at the point now for Rose Holman. You can tell already Rose Holman has better depth when it comes to guard play. There's a nice pass down low, bucket good by Schmitz. Because they could run 2 or 3 different guys at the point.
And he's played 8 or 9 deep tonight.
Yeah. Almost a turnover there for Linus. Good defense again played by Wesley. Shot clock down to 10. Linus. 1-on-1. The drive down the lane. Stops, pops, misses. Ball loose on the baseline. Good hustle by Chris Hardy, and a whistle and a foul call. Jack Murphy picked up, I believe, number 3. Or is that number 4? It'll be number 4. The double team on the sideline. One thing that got it out of McCorkle's hands, the drive, shot no good.
Force that shot
Bowler
up there.
Can't get it to go. We'll head back the other way. That is Schmitz. Good look here at Torres in the lane. Good. Can't let him get it that deep.
I tell you what, when he gets that deep and he gets that above his shoulders, he's deadly.
That's why he was shooting 70% coming in. Lead now at 23. Good look at Wesley. Take that back. It's going to be Hardy. And then a foul call.
Oh, got smacked right in the face.
Yeah, Jason Kobe took one to the chops. Foul be called on Jack Murphy, and that's going to be number 5 on Murphy.
Look how he keeps this ball right above his waist. That's a nice move.
Cole Pride back in. Pride with 11 tonight. Oh, inbound to McCorkle. From 16, got it. 12 now by Clay McCorkle. He's averaging just over 13 per game. Lead back to 21 as we come up on 5 minutes. That is Pride. Size advantage down low, and again, you let him get it that close, it's almost automatic. Right now, Manchester has nobody with size on the floor that can guard Cole Pride at 6'9".
Oh, he stepped on the line here.
Just a little bit. That's Linus, the high screen by Kobe. And a turnover. Pass intended for Kobe down low. Here is Torres, back the other way, stripped out of his hands, and oh my. They're going to say it was last touch by Torres. New players coming in for Manchester as Ladarius Wallace checking back in, as is Max Robertson.
Well, believe it or not, that's a pretty good call. He got fouled, but it did go out of bounds on him.
Well, yeah, but there are extenuating circumstances on that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Ball stolen away, another turnover. Torres back the other way, layup good.
Oh, I thought he was going to slam it, didn't you?
87-62. Manchester about ready to give up another 90-point game. They've given up 2 100-point games in this early portion of the season. That 3 back the other way is good. Bowler able to get his second 3. He has 6. And we come up on now the 4-minute mark. That is Gentile. Studemeyer's been out the second half. Here is Cole Pride for 3. No good. He's had a couple of those go in and out. And quickly the other way, almost another turnover for Manchester. The drive by Hardy, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and they'll say that Pride the last to touch it. He, along with Kobe, battling for the loose basketball. And I believe we have another timeout on the floor. 3:37 remaining, 87-65.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Morales Group Staffing. Their business to create a better future for you, your family, and the community we share. Whether you're looking for the right career or the perfect candidate, they're here to help. Give them a call, 317-472-7600. Fast break by Rose Holman and the finish by Christian Torres. Good addition to the team this year gives him a lot of versatility inside and outside. Manchester inbounding the basketball on the baseline. Run the play to the inside to Max Robertson, and a whistle and a foul. Robertson to the line for the second time tonight. By the way, you can catch all of our games on our Roku channel. If you get a chance to do that, Roku makes it really nice. Sit there in your living room and watch all the games on your TV, doesn't it?
Nice and clear.
And you have like a 98-inch television in your house, so that mansion you live in, I can see it probably really is beautiful. Second free throw good.
98-inch?
You know, there's 98 inch.
I don't have a 98 inch.
Oh, it's 9.8.
94.
No, 94. Yeah. 87-66.
Let's be accurate, Troy.
Sorry. Ball tipped in the lineup for Rose-Hulman as they have brought a new player in and a whistle and a foul. By the way, Jackson Kachalka is checked in. He's out of McKinney, Texas.
McKinney, Texas.
A 6 foot, only 150-pounder. At the line for Rose-Hulman, Wesley for the first time, chance to get into the scoring column at 3:11 remaining.
Again, if you like to support and do some sponsoring on our station, you can contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Would love to have you on board. I think we're doing every home basketball game on the men's side and the women's side this year, so you get a lot of action.
Ashton Hazelwood out of Richmond, Kentucky, checking in now for Rose-Hulman. Also, Caden Rogowski will check in. He is out of Marion, Illinois, wearing number 24, and that is Rogowski right there. Rogowski driving and scoring.
He related to you at all?
No.
Okay.
Well, distantly, yes.
Those Skowskis.
Yeah, the skis. Also in the lineup as both teams going to their bench is number 22. Actually, 13 is in Makai Davis out of Fort Wayne Northrop High School. Shot in the corner missed by Bowler. And we're under 2.5 minutes. 91-66. The drive, the layup missed. As Rogowski can't get it to go, try to get 4 off the bench. Still a chance, though, an outside chance for Rose-Hulman to hit that century mark. That's Chris Hardy, lost it. Kachalka back the other way, off balance, shot good. The freshman out of McKinney, Texas, gets a nice hand.
Put that ball right on the cup.
A couple of changes now for Manchester as well. Now, they have a player listed at number 15, but he's not on the roster. I'm going to guess that's Reed Smith because he looks like he's about 6'9", out of Greenwood Christian High School. Instead of 45, he's number 15. And number 24, Ethan Young, is in the lineup. Another freshman. Shot on the way, good, and a foul. As Chris Hardy will go to the line to complete the three-point play.
This 90 spot has been familiar to Manchester.
Yeah, a little too familiar. This will be now the 4th time they've had 90-plus points scored against them. And we mentioned they're giving up 93 points per game, and that's what they got tonight. Offensive foul called against Rose-Hulman. Looks like they may have gotten Will McElhaney. B.J. Wesley, he's out of Nashville, Tennessee, will check back in. Will McElhaney getting a talk from his head coach, Nick Sales. One minute remaining. So Rose-Hulman will move to 3-2 on the season. 1-0 in the conference. Manchester will fall to 0-7 and 0-1. Nice turnaround jumper, good by Bowler. Played his high school basketball at West Vigo right here in the Terre Haute area. And a whistle and a foul the other way, and that'll put Sam Piantek at the line, the 6'5 junior.
Final score, Anderson scores 69, Franklin scores 54, meaning Franklin's finished second tonight.
Yes, they did. One more, 33 seconds remaining.
You can check all of the scores on the HCAC on the Indiana Sports page. IndianaSRN Sports page.
If you're nice to me, I will. Second free throw by Piantek, no good. It'll be Manchester basketball. And a turnover.
Oh, here comes a slam.
Caden Rogowski.
Exclamation point.
Who says Polish people can't jump? Got a whistle and a foul call against Kachalka.
I think the officials want every single foul they can possibly get tonight.
And what's amazing about that, we've seen, again, they've done a fine job.
They have.
There have been a couple of you're like, and then they call that one with 12 seconds remaining.
Well, in the first half, they only called a total of 9 fouls.
It wasn't much at all, was it?
I got class tomorrow morning.
You do?
Yeah.
Class of what?
Got to work.
Oh, please. Second free throw's good. Oh, that's right. You do work.
Yeah.
Davis hitting
I don't make the big bets that you make.
I know. Most people don't. And that's going to do it. Final score. Rose-Hulman 95. Manchester 72. Your thoughts on this one here tonight with Rose-Hulman? There you see the student section, but Rose-Hulman coming up with a nice win here this evening and open up the conference.
From the start, Rose-Hulman just handled it very well from the start.
Yeah.
Got off to that big lead, control of the ball, didn't have many turnovers, really played well in the first half. So, really good job by Rose-Hulman to get off a quick start.
Of course, a good hand for the Fighting Engineers as they head to the locker room, and then they'll think about Saturday as they take on Bluffton. And, of course, we'll have both games, the men and the women. The women's game at 2. The men's game will be at 4 o'clock. And want to thank everybody that was a part of this one here tonight. And I know you're going to talk to the coach here in just a couple of moments, aren't you?
Yes, I will.
We're waiting. Can we take a timeout? We'll come back. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the head coach next.
Rose-Hulman wins their first game in the HCAC by the score of 95-72 over Manchester. Waiting for Coach to come up and join us for our post-game show as he's on his way talking to the team. A very good first half start for Rose-Hulman, and really finished it up with a strong second half as well. Rose-Hulman now winning 95-72. As we will be getting the final stats and waiting for Nick Sales for our coach's interview. As you look at the points off of turnovers, Rose-Hulman scored 19 of 10, 19, Manchester 10, 58 points in the paint, which makes a big difference. We'll talk a little bit about that with Coach. And then second chance points 17-5, fast break points 22-2, and then bench points 37-2. So really dominated from start to finish, leading at halftime, and of course then winning 95-72 as Coach is walking 2 steps at a time to be joining us, and he's not even smiling. He should be smiling. He got to win. Coach Nick Sales, and nice win. Got to played well, didn't it?
We'll take it.
Okay, let's look at this. I look at this: paint 58-26, bench 37-16. Really, the bench came off and played pretty well.
Yes,
you want to say hi to all your fans over there?
Our bench has been phenomenal. Even in our losses, they've played well, they've executed, they've guarded, they bring energy. And so I trust that group. They've done a great job, and I need them to keep getting better. But I'm excited about the depth of this team.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited about the selflessness of this team. We just got to be consistent and disciplined with our game plans.
I think the bigs did really well tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, and when we've played Manchester in the past, it's been obviously I got my assistant coach, Miles McGowan, on the bench with me, but he's been out there in these games and been dominating. So it's been nice to have him alongside, helping us coach these bigs. They got to be a force in these types of games. I think our non-conference opponents have all been a lot. Some of them have been bigger or the same size as us. When we get into league play, we got to dominate the paint. And so if we take care of that, it'll make everything easy on the outside.
But we got to be one of the biggest teams in the Heartland Conference, right?
Absolutely. We got to take advantage of it. Again, and the last time we stepped on the court in the league play game was against Franklin in the tournament, and we lost. And I look at these free throws, and I'm disappointed about that. That's huge because we missed 15 free throws versus those guys to end our season last year. So we got to be better at that. But I love the glass. I love the paint points, and really excited about this group.
So you'll go home and watch this film. You'll hear all the good things that I said and all the bad things Troy said.
Yep.
You know, you're two, and we're coming back Saturday.
Okay.
So we're going to be your good luck charms.
All right, keep it that way.
But you know, all in all, I think the quick start that you made a point right away to keep them out of the game. I think that made the difference the first 6 minutes of the game.
It did, and I think for us, it's all about the energy that we bring. And it was nice playing at home. I mean, we've been away for 4 games, and I thought the football guys and the fraternities and the families did a great job of providing us energy and helping us build confidence, and I thought our guys would be ready to go today. A league game, we've had a break, we got better, and they were excited today.
Well, the fans brought banners. I don't know what they did. We're going to get a closer look at it because I don't know what they are, but it energized your kids.
Absolutely, and I talk to our guys about this all the time. It's like I need them to be great people off the floor, because the more relationships that you build off the floor and you go to support other teams that have been successful here on this campus, the more they're going to be willing to come support you. So that's a big push.
It says something when the volleyball team got out of their meeting and came in the stands.
Yep.
That says something to you about your program.
Absolutely. That and what Coach has done a really good job with our volleyball program. And I think our guys, again, do a great job of establishing relationships with every other team. And we appreciate it so much, so much.
Okay, so we forget this game and we'll move on to Saturday.
Yep.
I will tell you, Anderson did beat Franklin by 16.
Okay.
Haven't got anybody else, but we'll talk, and we'll talk Saturday. Okay. I'll wear the same shirt. I won't wash it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Coach, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for all you guys do.
You bet.
Have a good one.
Post-game show brought to you by our good friends at Morales Group, and that wraps it up with a final score: 72 Manchester, 95 Rose-Hulman. On behalf of the whole entire crew, Good night, and thank you for joining us.